Okay, welcome back. We're back live in Downey, California at Racer's Edge Tuning. Take a look in, this is Phil's car. He's already got his injectors and his fuel rails on. You can see them right there. And coming out, still waiting to put the intercooler and the pump on the front of the bumper there. But I'll show you one that has been finished. Back here on the Honey car, we've got the new intercooler radiator heat exchanger down there. That's all set up. There's the pump that goes on it that circulates the.
There's something real
cool. Yeah, talk about your experience so far.
So, if you have the analog brakes, you're going to have to shorten this hose right here because it hits into it. So I'm going to have to cut a couple inches off of it. So make sure you have a catch can. What I did is I took, because we are limited for tools here, I took my water bottle and turned this upside down and poured all the fluid that was in the reservoir into here to capture that.
That's the power steering fluid?
That's the power steering pump. That you relocate it. Normally mounts here. This is a bracket that Dave gives you, a relocation bracket, but it hits into here if you have the analog. So I tried to get as much fluid out, and I'm probably still going to drip a little bit, but at least it won't be a radical amount. And now I'm about to disconnect the hose and cut it.
Okay. So we're going to watch live as a new modification is being done. This is on the power steering reservoir with the anti-lock brake kit. There's a little bit of a clearance issue there. So slight modification to make that work. And there's the ingenious water bottle to catch the power steering fluid. Yeah. All right. I'm going to back out here and take another look at the heat exchanger and the pump. That's installed right there. That's the pump.
Make sure to install the pump first.
Okay, we got a tip. Install the pump first because it probably gets harder to wedge it in there, basically, behind the bumper.
Well, there's been a running joke that we've all done this so far without reading the manual, but we've now finally gotten to the phase where we have to start reading.
This is the reinstall. You can disassemble without the manual.
Yeah, but the reinstall is definitely manual.
All right. So again, the heat exchanger down here, haven't got all the piping on it yet, but you know this is a long process, so we are looking good on this one. I'm going to go ahead and take a look back over here on the full install, and Dave has already started doing the fuel injectors, this new 39-pound. It looks like he's got them all in already. Yippee! What's next then? Fuel rails, or fuel rails will be next?
I have to put the adapters on, and then we'll put the fuel rail on.
Okay. Fantastic. So this one keeps moving along, and we've got a lot of good guys out here helping each other. Pretty much 2 people per car.
Yeah. You want to have the 2 people per car.
Except for the guy that's got his all done by himself over here. Let's head back up front. Now there's some bench work that needs to be done. And let me see if I can slide over here. These guys are cleaning off their the old gaskets, basically, from the old supercharger. The superchargers are going to continue to use. Cleaning off the gaskets, get it nice and clean for a new gasket, and then they will eventually reinstall the heat exchange portion, the intercooler that actually goes into, right below, rather, the blower. Another look at, this is the fuel rails and the injectors are already installed on this one. So there you are. Let me talk to you. You came all the way out.
Yes, I
flew
came all the way out.
halfway across the country.
Yes, from flyover. Yes, Illinois. Yes.
And I mean, you're helping out. What do you think so far of the install?
I've realized why I pay other people to do this, but actually it's going much better than I thought. And I mean, if you're handy with the wrench and stuff, and these guys seem to be, it's actually not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised. But I have some questions for the Ford engineers, but I'll save that for another time. But it's going real well. So I'm looking forward to getting back home and getting mine put on and from what I've seen, I'm expecting great things today. So.
For people that are looking to get the intercooler, to get the whole kit, I mean, there's more power, more throttle response. How would you describe it? What's the big thing when you get in that car and start driving it?
Okay, picture Fred Flintstone's little pedal mobile that he uses his feet to power, and then picture an SR-71 jet, and that's about the best way I can describe it, going from box stock to X-Charger with the extreme intercooler. Drastic change, especially everybody's going from the guys that are upgrading. We've got one guy upgrading from a 3.0 pulley. He's going to a 2.6 with intercooler. Some people are going from a 2.8 to the 2.6 with intercooler. And you, of course, are going from box stock to 2.6 with intercooler, and again, I caution you to be careful and make sure the wheels are straight when you get on the gas. But
that's the thing. Keep the wheels straight when we start driving.
It's a serious thing, so have no one near you at the time. But, yeah, we're going to see some serious numbers and some horsepower over the next couple of days, and these are great times we're living, so I'm just glad to be out here and helping to hand out a screwdriver. So.
Absolutely. What kind of stock numbers do we see with, I'm sorry, not stock, but with just the X-Charger before intercooler, just to give people an idea of what kind of wheel horsepower you guys have been seeing?
Well, rear wheel horsepower, the guys that I know that have done dynos and stuff, it depends on what kits they've got. There's the hypo kit, and then there's the covered air filter kit, whatever, the street kit, I don't know. But anyway, guys I know are getting 280-ish around there, rear wheel drive and rear wheel horsepower, and some guys have gotten quite a bit more than that. Some people, I'm running the meth water injection, the Wet X, and I won't need that now after I go to the intercooler, but I think I'm pretty much up there. But I think after these all go on, I think you're going to see some really close to 330 rear wheel horsepower.
Pretty impressive numbers from a 4-liter V6, for sure.
I think so. I think so. For a V6 that some people in the aftermarket community seem to ignore us coming out with stuff. Maybe they'll wake up and figure out there's a lot of guys out here driving these, and they're not secretary cars.
That's right. Absolutely. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to keep going on, keep moving along. Check out a lot more bench work to be done here. Here's the, again, the intercooler core right there. That'll bolt on to the roots blower here. But it's very important to keep it clean, get that good seal, right?
Freaking gaskets just don't want to come off.
The older gaskets are so well made that they just don't want to come off.
They don't come off at all.
They don't come off at all. They don't come off at all. So here's the fuel rail being worked on. There it is. Now talk about the difference between the 05 fuel rails and then after that. It was 06 and beyond. They had made some changes.
Some early 06s have them as well. But the Rangers are this way too. They have a flange on both ends, and they come from the factory with a cap on them. So we need to move the crossover from the front to the back, so we can just switch the cap from the front to the back. On the later ones, they're capped on one end. They have a flange on one end and a cap on the other end, so we have to provide a new fuel rail. It's an economy move. If they could save $1 a car, they'll be doing double back flips, you know.
Gotcha. So here's this one's completed. This fuel rail assembly looks completed. Let's take a look here.
And this is the
taking it apart.
Oh, he's taking this one apart? All right. This one's getting ready to be taken apart off the car. So we'll revisit that one later once it's ready to go. Let's go back and take another look at the honey car.
Here somewhere.
How's your modification going?
Pretty good. I'm flexing around the fuel lines. I mean the brake lines.
Brake lines.
Got to be ginger.
Right. Messing around the power brake lines, anti-lock brake lines down there. So not a whole lot of flex, I'd imagine, in those. Those are steel lines.
Well, I don't want to pinch the. This is power steering too, so I don't want to pinch those. But I'm gaining on it. It's always ever. Well,
So again, with the extreme intercooled kit, the power steering reservoir has to be moved over a little bit because right in this space here, we're going to have the tank for the intercooled water and coolant mix. So that's you're going to add an extra tank onto the car. So the work continues at Racer's Edge Tuning. Again, we got 4 cars and a 5th car right here that's getting the entire upgrade. work continues here in Downey, California. Again, send any questions you might have for the guys working or for Dave from Explorer Express, the creator of the X-Charger. Send your questions to mustangshow@gmail.com.